Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You can learn a lot about life through baseball.
Yeah.
You know, when life throws you curveballs, you knock them out of the park.
I like
Sometimes you step up to the plate, you swing, and you miss, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you're the pitcher, and sometimes you're the catcher. Either way, you're gonna have a good time.
What?
Those are some famous sayings from baseball, and I bring them up because the guy on the phone for a second date update today, his name is Matthew, and he met the girl that he wants to call at a co-ed softball game. What's up, Matthew? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Pretty good. Were you the pitcher or the catcher that day?
I mainly bat and, play third base, but...
Thank God
So-
for answering it like
God,
that.
you're a sick man.
Your email said that you met the girl that you want to call. Her name is Trisha.
Yeah, she's real sweet.
Okay, and it says here you met her at a co-ed softball game. How'd that work?
Yeah, she was on the opposite team.
Oh, the enemy.
Yeah, so that's, a little extra charm as well.
Let me guess. She was pitching to you. She struck you out, and then you threatened to fight her.
No way, dude.
'Cause that's what.
Usually how friendly softball games go,
Yeah.
Jubal. You're right.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot
that
of
how-
physical violence.
Is that how it went down?
It was more like when we all went to the bar.
Oh.
Then you threatened to fight her.
There was no fighting. No
Thank you.
fighting. Just softball.
Okay,
Just
strange.
softball. No fighting during the game or afterwards.
That's different than any co-ed sports league that I've been involved in. There's always a fight at some point, but okay.
Move on from
Nice.
the violence, please.
All right, so you met her at the bar.
Yes.
And had you had your eye on her like all game?
Oh, yes, all game for sure.
What about her stuck out to you?
Oh, I mean, her legs just go on for days,
One of those girls with legs all the way up to her butt.
Yeah.
So hot. So hot.
We all have
She
them.
was really good at the game, and on top of it all, she seemed like a genuinely cool chick.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
how did you approach her at the bar?
Oh, I mean, I grabbed her a drink and, said congrats for whooping her ass, and, then we just started talking about how long we had been playing, and then one thing led to another, and I ended up getting her number, and we set a date to go hiking.
Sweet.
Nice.
How was the hike?
Oh, it was great. She met me where we were going to start out.
Nice.
What'd you say?
Oh, I just said nice. Sorry.
I heard you. I was just like, what?
It's very nice. She met you there.
I'm
Awesome.
excited for you.
She met you where you were going to start. That's better than meeting you at the end of the trail, I guess.
I approve.
And she was just as awesome as the first time you met her.
Absolutely. Like, she did great on the hike, and we were able to talk. We weren't winded or anything. And, I mean, at the end, like, when we said goodbye, like, I didn't know if, a kiss was feeling out. And, I mean, she was real sweaty. I was real sweaty.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, we kind of just had a quick hug, but, like, it was still, like, you felt that connection there, and we made plans for about a week later to go out again.
Oh, so you guys had a second date.
No, see, like, a day before, she texted to cancel. She needed to cancel for some reason, but, so I don't know. And now it's like, now I haven't really heard from her, so kind of feel blown off.
Have you tried to reschedule that date that you had planned?
I mean, yeah, I sent one or two texts just saying, hey, sorry, scheduling didn't work. Is next weekend good? And I didn't really get an answer from any of that.
Can I ask, I mean, just looking back at the time you guys spent together between like the softball game and the hiking, do you think that she also thought of this as a romantic date?
Well, I mean, I would hope it would be kind of obvious because I asked for her number. I said I would love to get together. Like, to me, that sends a pretty clear signal of like, hey, I'm interested in you.
Right.
Even if like things go slow or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how long has it been since you've heard from her?
It's been over a week since I talked with her, and she hasn't responded to the two texts I sent.
Oh, man.
Just a sweaty hug at the end of the hike. That's all you got.
Yeah, right?
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I gotta say, I'm skeptical of you, Matthew.
Am I suspect?
Yes, you are.
For what?
Well, we do a lot of these second date updates, all right? And everything always sounds normal until we get the person on the phone,
Oh.
and then something weird comes out, okay? Now, you said that you met this girl at a co-ed softball game. You went to the
Yeah.
bar after, asked for a number, and you guys went on a hike and had a great time, and nothing weird happened.
That is all true.
Okay. Well, if I call her and I find out that you've been going to all of her games since then, dressed up like... and,
No, buddy. I will be 100% honest
Okay.
with you. That thought did cross my mind,
okay.
but I denied it because I didn't want to be a creeper.
All right, good.
I wrote.
I picture you in the stands like an NFL quarterback's mom with her name on your shirt, sitting there like, "Go Trisha, that's my girl." So
Oh my God!
you promise me you haven't done that.
I have not done that.
All right.
He still doesn't trust you,
No,
just so
still,
you know.
Still, I'm a little weary of you. I'm gonna dial the phone number right now though, and get her on the phone and find out why she's not calling you back. Okay?
All right.
Hello.
Hi, is Trisha there?
Yes, this is she.
Hey, Trisha, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
I'm calling because one of our listeners sent an email about you. His name is Matthew, and he sent us an email saying you guys were supposed to go out on a date, and then you stopped responding to him, and he wants to know why.
He sent an email about that. Why would he do that?
Because he liked you and he would like to go out again, but you just stopped talking to him, so he thought maybe we could help him out and figure out the answer.
Look, I am not comfortable discussing this.
If it's something way too personal, you don't have to tell us, but if it's not, I mean, he wants to know. He liked you a lot.
You got to put yourself in his shoes. You know how frustrating it can be if you feel like you connected with somebody and then they drop off.
I mean, yeah, I get that. And he's a good guy. I totally got that sense from him.
Okay, so if he's a good guy, then why aren't you calling him back?
Look, he was really cool. He's just not marriage material.
Why is he not marriage material? Did you guys get into that conversation on your first date?
No, we didn't, talk about it. But, you could just tell from the date.
Is he immature or something? I mean,
Well, here's where I am. I am not getting any younger, and I absolutely want to get married someday. And he's just not going to be that guy.
That is a really quick judgment to make after meeting someone just one time.
Actually, we hung out twice.
Oh,
okay, so 2 times is
you're
enough for
right.
you to know that?
Now you know everything about him.
How can you possibly know that he's not marriage material after 2 hangouts?
Because after the second time we hung out, he took me back to his car, and his car was full of stuff, piles and piles.
Wait, are you
And-
saying that it was just messy? Like there was garbage and stuff in it?
Well, I didn't know. So I had asked him, I was like, what's the deal with all your stuff? Are you moving or something? And he said no. And he said that he lives out of his van.
He lives in his van?
Yeah, and he does it by choice.
What do you mean? It's not that he's homeless, it's that he wants to be homeless?
Yeah, he chooses this.
Really?
What did he say to you to make you think that?
He said, look, it's this really great situation. I choose this. I feel it's better. I'm saving money. And I look in there, and there is a mattress. There's a jug of water, hot plate. It's really weird.
Normally, when you see a van with a mattress in it on a first date, that's a good sign.
No, always bad.
So you're saying you didn't want to see him again because he lives in his van?
No, I don't know. I've been going back and forth over this, for the past few days because, he lives in a van.
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't want to move into a van if you guys ever got more serious?
No, well, no, I don't know. That's the thing.
You don't know if you want to move into a van. You might be willing to move into a van?
No, I definitely don't want to live in a van. That's the problem.
But don't you think... Okay, granted, this is a kind of an odd situation, but he has a regular job, right?
He has a really good job, and he makes a ton of money. He just chooses to save it.
All right, so the guy just likes to live in a van.
He seemed really in love with his living situation. And if that's the case, I don't want to mess with it.
I have so many questions.
You don't want to make the guy give up his house, you know?
Exactly, his green van.
Yeah.
Well, Trisha, I do need to let you know that Matthew is actually on the other line listening, maybe in his van right now, and he wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Matthew, you there?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Hey, Trisha.
Oh, my God.
I am not in my van, just to clarify. I'm in my office. I'm at work right now.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. I'm just really surprised because, like, when we went out, I mean, you seemed to think it was really kind of cool what I was doing.
Yeah, I said it was cool when I was looking at it because I didn't just want to tell you it was weird right off the bat.
Okay. Oh, now you're just 180 on this. So I'm confused.
Matthew, think about it. I mean, how could a girl see a van and think, I want to stay the night with him? I'm not sure where I'm going to go to the bathroom if I have to go, but...
Just owning a van and living out of it is awesome. I have this freedom that everybody else is dreaming about. I save all this money. It keeps going in the bank when everybody else is spending and going into debt on these houses that they can't afford, and they're never in because they're always at work all day for them. I mean, what's the point of it?
The point is to actually have a place where you could hang out, not something that you could, like, drive from point A to point B, like you're home traveling everywhere.
But that means I can hang out everywhere, Trisha, wherever I want to hang out. Like, the world is my home. And Trish, I'm not living in the Stone Age with this. Like, I've got Wi-Fi, you know, I can run things off this generator. Like, I have electricity, I have the basic things that I need, and stay connected with the world. I can work remotely if I want to. Like, come on.
He's got it all figured out, Trisha.
It just sounds weird to me. I never pictured my boyfriend living in a van.
On purpose.
But it may be fun, Trisha. I mean, it's definitely an adventure.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
It is an adventure. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I don't know, man. I mean, you have a great personality, and you're a really cool guy, but the whole living in a van thing is just a giant turn off for me.
Just give it a weekend, Trisha. Like, pretend you're going on a luxurious camping trip. Give it 2 nights, and I will convince you. I promise.
2 nights, that is a big ask, sir.
So you want me to spend 2 nights in your van when we've only been on 1 official date together?
You were the one who was throwing around the marriage word of, you know, needing to find marriage material. So, like, 2 nights is not going to kill you.
He has a point.
I mean, I say 2 nights is a drop in the bucket. Come on.
In that case, Trisha, would you like to go out with Matthew on a second date? We will pay for it. I mean, I guess the date would be 2 nights in his van, but whatever. Would you like to go out with him again?
You know, I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I am going to say no to 2 nights in the van.
Oh.
But I'm up to hanging out with him again.
Okay, so you'll go out on a date with him, but you won't sleep in the van.
Yes, I will go out on a date. I will not spend the 2 nights in a van.
Okay.
Probably a
Well,
wise-
congratulations,
Yeah.
Matthew. That's a successful second date.
I can work with that.
All right. So you guys go out on your date. Matthew, you try to convince her that living in a van is better than living in a house, and I wish you both luck.
Trisha, freedom is in our future. I guarantee.
Oh, my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 about the second date update that just says business in the streets, road trip in the sheets. Kind of makes sense. If you missed today's second date update, this dude met Trisha at a co-ed softball game, and then they went on a hike, and she wasn't calling him back. So we got Trisha on the phone, and she said that he's not marriage material, and the reason why is because he lives out of his van.
But he likes it.
Yeah, it's by choice. He's not homeless. He has a great job and makes a lot of money. But I guess this dude, his name's Matthew, by the way, lives out of his van by choice.
Yeah, he's like a penny
He
pitcher,
says
I guess.
he does it because he's saving a ton of money and he has a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
and he's not tied down by any houses or anything like that. He can just move his van around wherever.
Which is it's true.
A lot of people do it. Look up hashtag van life.
Really?
It's all over the place,
Yeah.
man.
I'm sure.
And I guess they did go out, though. They agreed to go out. She said she'd go out with him, but turned down his offer for 2 nights of staying in the van. So
See,
she doesn't want to stay in the van, but she'll go on another date, mostly because he probably has a lot of extra money to spend or something.
hotel
I just want to warn her. I dated a guy who lived in his car, and after we broke up, we got in a fight, and he refused to leave. He just parked in front of my house. And then I had another guy show up the next day to go on a date with him. He's like, "Hey, there's some guy sleeping in the car in front of your house." I'm like, "Yeah, don't mind him. I don't know. That's weird.
You're like,
I don't
go
know."
home. He's like,
I
I
am home.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
just
home's
saying.
actually in my way right now.
Yeah, they're hard to get rid of when they can just move their house right in front of your
That's
house.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
good luck to those two.
Yeah.
If they continue their relationship, maybe he can actually stay in her house once in a while.
Or
Who knows?
upgrade to like an RV or a Winnebago. Or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email us, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5's
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and out of all the segments that we do on this show, probably one of the most popular ones, we don't do it very often, is the second date update.
I love
People
these too.
love these. We don't do them a whole lot because usually after a second date update, the people just hate each other. But sometimes they actually contact us to give us an update on how things went. So we're going to play a second date update for you right now. And then after you hear it, we'll have the person on the line to give us an update. So here's your second date update right now.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
This must be the year for dating.
Why do you
Because
say that?
it seems like every single email that we get in for a second date update this past year has said, "This is the best date I've ever been on in my entire life." So everybody's apparently having the best dates of their entire life this year. Why are we getting so many emails for second date updates then? I don't know. But Cassie, who's on the phone right now for a second date update, said that she had the best date of her entire life.
I used to say bold statement, but I don't know that it is anymore. Maybe
I
the
don't
bar
think
is
so.
just low enough finally.
Yep. So, Cassie, why don't you tell us about your best date of your entire life?
Hello.
All right,
How are you
Cassie.
doing?
You sound like you're still smiling, Cassie, so that's good.
Yeah, I am, and I'm trying to still.
Even though you're obviously not getting a call back, but that's cool.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but hopefully you guys can help me.
Yeah, we'll see. We do help a lot of people.
No, we don't.
Not really,
No.
but we'll try. So tell us a little bit about the dude you want to call today. Who'd you go on a date with?
His name is Levi, and we did go on a lovely dinner date.
Oh, the best date ever.
It really was, until he just stopped contacting me.
Yeah, and that usually makes it a lot worse. So, all right, Cassie, like I said, everybody seems to be saying they've had the best date of their entire life. Why was it so special?
We went to a really nice restaurant.
Okay, heard that before.
Don't be bored with her story. Listen to her.
Go ahead,
Poor
Cassie.
Cassie.
Go.
I hear most guys say they don't want to invest too much in a first date, so it is a nice thing when it's a nice restaurant that isn't cheap.
Okay.
Good point.
So it was really nice. The dishes were like at least $30-$40 per person. And he did everything that, like a traditional mom would tell you to look for in a guy, like pulling out the chair for you, opening the door for you. He even like was so weird. He even like stood up when I came back from the bathroom, and I've never experienced that before. I was like, wait, what's
Weird.
going on? Are we leaving?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
For I am a gentleman. I stand when a woman enters the room. I'm waiting for you to be seated, and then I will take my seat as well.
Oh my God.
Good thing I didn't say that, because I was like, oh wait, no, he's doing that old school chivalrous thing. I was like, wow, this is really interesting.
So he was, he was really polite, is what it sounds like, which is lovely and sad that is what makes it the best date ever, or was there something else?
No, there's more. It's what's so weird about it. So he wasn't only polite, he was engaging and interesting, and he had a sense of humor. He asked me questions about myself. He didn't just go on and on about himself. It was like, really? Like, he had my interest.
Yeah, it sounds refreshing and lovely.
Sounds like you went out with a knight of the round table who has learned to travel to the future.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's not calling you back. He had to go back and fight some
dinosaurs?
dragons or
really?
something. Whatever they were fighting, I don't know.
What goes on in your head, dude?
It sounds like a true gentleman, Cassie. So
Anyway, the dinner date was awesome. Everything ended well. I mean, big bill, I'm sure, because we ordered everything. And then we were walking out, and he was like, I really don't want this date to end. Do you? And I said, actually, no, I'm having a really good time.
Oh, that's such a nice moment.
Cute.
But I thought he was like, I was like, okay, is this the point where he's going to ask me to go back to his place? And then that's going to just be, everything downhill from there. And I was like waiting for it. But he said, well, let's just get in my car and we'll go find something fun to do. And we ended up at a mall.
What?
What?
I thought you said something fun to do. Why were you at a mall?
Yeah.
Well, it just kind of ended up in our conversation. We were just yapping about something. And I was like, oh, you know what? That actually is not a bad idea. There's something I wouldn't mind, stopping at Sephora, pick up a couple things that I know I need.
Okay, Cassie, now we're running errands on our date, okay?
Doesn't
I
sound
don't know.
Well, it was an excuse to keep the date going. He suggested mall, and I was like, sure, why not? And
So you took
if you
him
tell
to
me
Sephora.
after you did that, you guys went and picked up some dry cleaning, I'm going to lose it. This sounds like an amazing time.
But yeah, so we went to the mall. I stopped at Sephora. He actually goes with me, which was weird. Usually, a guy would just be like, I'll be out here. So I go and get my stuff, and he just, butts in front of me and puts his credit card down and buys it for me.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
$50, of, cream and foundation and stuff. I'm like, wait, what? Why are you doing this? And he's just like, oh, I just want to see you smile.
Aww.
You're like, okay, sir, come with me to the next store then. I will
Okay, yeah,
smile
that
even
does-
bigger.
It does sound like the best date of your entire life. I wish somebody would take me out and just buy me things.
Yeah, actually, it did continue. I went into another store, and I was like, surely he's not going to keep doing this. I just saw something in the window. I was like, oh, that looks cool. And what do you know? He buys that for me, too.
Baller.
And I kept trying to say, stop, you don't have to do this. This is and he's like, no, please let me. I enjoy giving, and, I'm enjoying my time with you.
Wow. Okay. So other than credit card debt, how did the date end?
Very nice. He just took me back to my house and dropped me off, and it definitely ended with a nice kiss.
Aww.
And that's when I told him, I was like, this is probably the best date I've ever been on. And, I was like, thank you very much. And he said, don't say that yet, because we have another date coming up very soon together.
Oh, cute. Way to
Okay.
take control, sir.
Boy.
Obviously, he was lying, though, because you haven't gone out
Yeah.
again.
How long ago was it that he said that?
That was a couple weeks ago. And,
Oh, man.
yeah, that was the last time we spoke about it. I mean, he hasn't, we haven't spoken on the phone. We've just kind of texted a little bit, but not made any concrete plans. So he hasn't really followed up with what he said.
Yeah. Few weeks I would not consider very soon.
No.
Yeah. And it's frustrating because we've kind of talked about the dates, but nothing's really happening. And I do want to see him again.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, hang on.
Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Cassie is on the phone, and she said she had the best date of her entire life with a dude named Levi.
Yeah.
They went out for a very nice dinner, and then at the end of dinner, Levi looked at her and he said, "Congratulations, Cassie. You just won a luxurious shopping spree. You'll be whisked away to the local mall. We'll head on over to Sephora and buy you a bunch of perfume and other facial crap. And then you get a pair of new shoes. Cassie, this is what life is like when you're dating Levi." Is that kind of how it went, Cassie? pretty much?
Yeah, I guess that was pretty much it, except for non-game show, like no music and announcer.
That's too bad.
Well, then it couldn't have been the best date of your entire life because every really good date involves a game show announcer. Cassie went to the mall with this dude after they had dinner, and he bought her a bunch of stuff. And then they had a kiss. He said he had another huge surprise planned for their second date, but now the conversation has fizzled out.
And what are you feeling with him right now? Are you still liking him a lot? Are you too frustrated?
I still like him. He's slightly frustrated, but I also am thinking there could be another girl involved, so I just want to get an answer.
Oh, like he hasn't had time because he's dating other women.
Possibly, or he has a girlfriend. And he doesn't...
If he is seeing somebody else, he's spending a lot of cash if that's the way he dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Cassie, here we go. I'm going to dial this phone over right now.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, can I speak to Levi?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay.
Have you listened to the show before?
I have not.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Don't blame you, Levi. I don't even want to listen when I'm here, you know?
No, it's not personal. I'm just not a big radio guy.
Yeah, but for me, it's personal, though. Anyway, let's not talk about that. I want to talk to you because we got an email from one of our listeners about you.
You got an email about me?
Yeah, it's from a girl named Cassie.
Cassie emailed you about me?
Yeah, she did. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So Cassie says that you had a wonderful date together, but you've kind of been blowing her off recently, and she feels like you don't want to go out again.
Wait. I just want to clarify. Other people have done this, right? I'm not the first guy that you've been contacted about.
Does that make you feel better about the situation if other people have done it before you?
Well, I just want to make sure that, like, I'm not the first.
No, but you're the best, Levi.
Yeah.
You're not the first. We do a lot of these.
Okay. First of all, I just want to say that my date with Cassie was like the best date I've ever been on, and I had a great time, and I really, really, really want to go out with her again. I'm just not ready.
You're not? Why aren't you ready?
Well, to be completely honest, I'm kind of broke. That first date kind of tapped me out, and I'm trying to save up enough money to take her on a second date.
No, dude.
Levi?
I thought you were some baller or
man.
something.
Why are you paying for all this expensive stuff if you don't have the funds to do that? Like buying her the makeup and the shoes.
Oh, she told you about all that stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to her about your date. She said you guys went to a really nice dinner, and then afterwards you took her to the mall, and you were like, throw it in the bag, girl. Buy you whatever you
No,
want.
look, it's not really a big deal, guys. I got a second. I'm driving for Uber now, and so between that and my real job, I really think that it's going to be easy to take her on dates like that. I just wasn't planning ahead because I didn't know I was going to meet her.
Did you say you just got an
Wait,
Uber job?
Levi, you took a second job in order to take Cassie out again?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is so sweet and so wrong all at the same time.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, look, let's be honest. What's money for if not to like spend it on people you like?
Sounds like money for you should be to save it, but
Yeah. You realize when you go out on a date, you don't have to break the bank, right?
Well, you don't know Cassie, but she's definitely worth breaking the bank. I mean, I'd even rob a bank. Not a big bank, but like a small bank.
not a big bank, but a medium-sized bank.
That's illegal, but sweet.
Yeah.
If you don't have the bank, don't spend it. No?
No, I get that. It's just, I think nowadays, it's just a nice concept to be able to take somebody out. And if I'm the one asking them out, I want to be the one who can, make it a date.
Okay, I agree
Right.
with you there. I do. I think that if you're the one that's asking, then you should be the one that treat. But she likes you for a lot of reasons, and there's a lot of other less expensive date options than taking them to the mall. Like you could go, I don't know, to coffee, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. In the dating climate nowadays, I think too many guys are content just being, typical. And I wanted to wow her. And I still want to wow her on our next date. That's the point. And this promotion that Uber's offering right now, if I give 150 rides in a 3-week period, I get a bonus $500. So I was out last night until 4 a.m. giving
gosh.
rides to a lot of drunk people, and it was totally worth it.
Dude.
Levi, I think
What
that is so kind, but you're missing the point. That's not how you wow a woman. It's not with money. You wowed Cassie because you listened to her, that you engaged her, you pulled the chair out for her, you made her feel respected and important.
Well, regardless, guys, of like what we agree or disagree on, can you do me a favor and just let Cassie know that I am totally on board for another date, and if she can just wait a few more days, I'm going to give her the best next date ever.
Whoa. Okay. Well, I'll let her know, but you kind of already did because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What do you mean?
I mean, we have multiple phone lines, and she's been on one of them listening to you talk.
Oh.
Hello. How you doing?
Oh, look, and there she is.
Yeah.
Modern technology. Isn't it awesome, Levi?
Hi.
Hi, Levi.
Have you been listening long?
Yeah, I listened to everything.
There was no time where you stepped away from the phone?
No, I heard it all. It's okay. I'm really glad to, just hear something because, I was really starting to wonder and just think that, okay, maybe there was another girl or you lost interest or I did something.
Cassie, no other girls. You are the only girl I want to hang out with. I just really wanted to show you a great date.
And I get that. I think that that's amazing. I really, really, after hearing your story now, I'm so amazed that you would go to that extent. But you really, you don't have to go that crazy. I mean, especially we're just getting to know each other. We should focus on getting to know each other, not just about the money. I mean, you're really awesome. I want to spend time with you.
Well, let's say on our next date, I got you 2 pairs of shoes instead of 1. I mean, you're not going to turn that down, right?
Okay, that is not necessary. I eventually I'm going to run out of places to put things if we keep it up like that.
Well, we could get slippers. They're more space efficient.
Yeah. Or you could take a third job and build you a new closet.
Levi, it's almost like insulting to her. She's more than just wanting shoes, man. She wants you. She wants your personality. She wants how you make her feel.
Not only do I want to listen to Cassie and hear and respond with her, but I also want to be able to buy her things because that's the total package and that's what women dig and that's awesome.
No,
You got me excited about it. I can't wait to meet a dude like that.
Well,
Levi.
Cassie, but Levi, you're enough. That's what I'm saying. You're enough. You don't need the other stuff. You are the total package without the shoes.
Yes, exactly. You don't. I mean, it's going to be detrimental. Like if we were in a relationship and you were just busy working all the time to make the money and then just giving me gifts, if I don't have a connection with you because you're gone, then that's not the total package. That's like a lopsided package.
All right. When we were at the door, after we kissed, you told me that was the best date you'd ever been on, right?
Yes.
And that was because I got you the stuff at Sephora and I got you the shoes.
You are listening.
No, it's not because of that. That was just like an extra icing on the cake, totally unexpected, but I was already interested in you from our conversation at dinner and how polite you were. I mean, if you were rude and awful and then you said you want to take me shopping, it would have been weird. I probably would have said, no, I'm good. I don't want to spend any more time with you.
Oh.
So it wasn't the money.
See?
Okay, I hear you. It wasn't the money. But just so you know, I've been saving up a lot for our next date.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And he's been driving until 4 a.m, carting around drunk people, just trying to make some cash so he can take you out again, Cassie.
Totally not necessary. How about we just go to dinner somewhere that's inexpensive and we just take a walk somewhere where there's no money involved. No shopping, like something simple on a beach or whatever.
Oh, I could rent a parasail and we could fly around on that?
No.
Don't spend
Levi.
any money. Hey,
I mean,
all right.
literally, the only red flag with you right now at this point is your money management skills. Like, you need to stop, man.
How about this? Would you go out on a second date with Cassie? We will pay for it. And you can't spend any money on it, though.
I got to respectfully decline, guys, because I'm going to pay for it, and you guys can't pay for anything. This is my date.
Oh, my gosh.
It's just the principle of the matter.
You're arguing whether or not we pay for your date that you can't afford?
I'm going to be paying for stuff, and that's how it is.
Oh.
Okay, it's fine. You can pay for stuff, but let's not like be spending the whole time paying for stuff. Like just pay for a dinner and then a little dessert, and then that's fine. That's it. No shopping. How about that?
Well, that's probably a good idea because I should be driving Uber by 10:30. That's when you get the biggest bonus.
Oh, dude.
Okay, cool. So we're in agreement then. You guys are going to go out one more time.
Yes.
Cassie, I'm really excited for our next date. I don't want to give away too much, but it does involve a limousine and endangered animals.
Oh my God.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't care. I want to go on this date.
Yeah,
It sounds really interesting.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You just heard a second date update from months ago, and now Cassie is on the phone with an update for us. What's up, Cassie?
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
I picture you lavished with gifts right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So is it only you on the phone? Because, like, he's broke now and you don't talk to him anymore? What's the deal? You said you had an update for us.
Oh, yeah. No, we've been dating. We've actually been doing pretty well.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
That's so exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah, once I realized what his motive was, that, he just really wants to go all out. He has super high expectations of himself, just wants to give me the world. Then I'm like, okay, I got to appreciate his motivation.
Yeah, that's exciting for you. You're getting all kinds of free stuff still. That's great.
I think my biggest question is how many jobs does he have right now?
Yeah.
Well, he has this one job, and he actually has to go out of the country for it because it's going to make him a lot of money.
Really?
Okay.
Is that why he's not on the phone with us right now?
Exactly. He's abroad.
Oh.
Okay. And so, I mean, where are you guys at in your relationship? Are you just enjoying the present or are you planning for the future?
It's still in the present. I mean, I'm hoping it works out, but I'm still enjoying the present as well.
Is he going to have to move overseas for this job?
Well, for a little while, and I mean, hopefully not for a long time because that could complicate things. But yeah, it's going to be a few months. He has to go there. He was actually spending a lot on his credit card too, so he kind of has to go there.
So did he just leave the country because of debt? Is that it? Is he just on the run now? Like, that's what it sounds like.
Not really on the run, but he has an opportunity to, pay off his debts very quickly. So he kind of has no choice at this moment.
Okay, this is starting to sound a little sketchy. I'm not going to lie to you.
I really hope not, but he had so much debt, and then one of his friends reached out with this opportunity, and he's going for it.
I've seen the show Locked Up Abroad, Is that the opportunity? Like he's smuggling drugs from wherever to wherever?
A lot of money really quick.
There's a lot of money.
my
You can make
God,
money pretty
right?
quick that way.
No, it's not drugs, but it is diamonds.
Diamonds?
He's smuggling diamonds?
He's going to be digging for diamonds.
He's digging for like he's actually in a mine as we speak.
Yeah, his buddy in Russia actually called him because he bought some land, and he needs to help mining or digging for some diamonds. So he's doing.
And this isn't like an email scam that he fell for?
Yeah.
No, it's his friend. I mean,
Okay. So this is either going to turn out really awesome or it's going to be one of those things where you're like, remember that idiot I dated who fell for that Russia trap?
Never came back?
yeah, I know it sounds a little sketchy, but he's this kind of guy. He's so extravagant. He just wants the best, and he's willing to do anything. He wants the best for me, and so he's just not going to stop until he gets it.
Even if that means getting kidnapped in Russia.
Well, he texts me and gives me the updates. They got to get permits and they got to go through all this process. So it seems legit. I mean, I believe him.
Seems legit.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
Well,
Well,
hopefully
good for
it
him.
works out for you and you're the next heiress of a Russian diamond empire.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the update. Take care.
Thank you.
Moving 92.5.
Email said that he uses Tinder all the time. He loves it.
Okay.
And he's had a lot of good and bad dates, but this is the first time he's emailed us because he thinks he might be ready to jump off Tinder because he found the one. But
Really?
now she's not calling him back. His name is Keith. What's up, Keith?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Can I take a guess that you met this woman on said Tinder?
I did meet her on Tinder.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
And what's her name?
Her name is Heather.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Heather.
So I met Heather on Tinder, and I had a good feeling about it. I swiped, and it was a match. And
That's good because you wouldn't have been able to meet her if you didn't match.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really nervous talking to you guys. I'm
all right.
a big fan of you.
Just pretend like you're messaging with us on Tinder. I'm sure you have a lot more confidence there.
Jewel, that's really funny. I like your jokes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You said you were kind of a Tinder expert. Was there something that made her different from all the other people that you see on Tinder?
Well, she had a really good picture. It was funny. It wasn't just of her. It had her dog in it. It wasn't just a normal, shot that it's the best picture she's ever taken. So I thought that was good.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Dogs always make Tinder better, I swear.
So tell us about your date with Heather. What'd you guys do?
So we decided to meet up at a bar, and I got there first, and then she got there. She said that she had trouble recognizing me, which I get a lot because I don't really use my picture. It's some guy that looks, kind of like me.
What?
Wait.
Why are you on Tinder not using your picture? What are you doing, man?
Catfishing.
Well, I mean, he looks just like me.
So why not use yours?
I tried using my picture, and I never got anything. And as soon as I used the other picture, I was getting matches all day long.
Is that because he is granted, we all are working with what we got. Is this guy, though, the picture you're using, is he a lot more handsome than you? Is he like the good-looking version of you?
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot. A better chin, maybe, but that's about it.
Okay.
How could you ever get a follow-up date if someone shows up to the date and you're not who you say you are?
Well, I just tell him it was from like a different time in my college days.
Oh, all right. So yeah, that was me before I got a job and gained a few pounds or whatever. All right. So is that what you told Heather?
I just, I mentioned that it was from another time, and she kind of, shrugged it off, and we kept going. I thought we were having a good time.
Okay, what made you think you were having such a good time?
We found common interests. We like talking about celebrities and Hollywood gossip and, all the stuff that's happening.
Okay.
All right. So did you guys just gossip for a few hours and that was the whole date?
I wish.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not really sure what happened. It was somewhere around the middle of the date. She started feeling uncomfortable. Just the conversation wasn't flowing the way it was in the beginning. And,
Okay.
I'm just not sure.
Did you ever recover from that or was it awkward after that?
It kind of got a little more awkward. I thought get some more drinks, kind of loosen up a little bit. So I ordered a bunch of drinks for the table. Maybe too many. I got 3 and she got 3.
What?
Whoa.
You ordered 6
3
drinks?
drinks for each of you?
Let's just get hammered.
Yeah, I thought, we'd make it fun and try and get a little loosened up.
What did
And
she say?
Did she pound the drinks?
So she actually didn't drink any of the drinks. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I ordered all these drinks for us, and I'm not going to be able to drink them. And, yeah, she kind of just said that her friend texted her. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you, if I was in her situation, I would feel like you were trying to get me hammered so that, I would sleep with you.
Oh, well, I mean, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Whatever happens, but that's not, it's not my intention.
All right. So did she just leave and cut the date short?
Yeah, she said, I got a text from my friend. She needs my help,
Yeah,
and
right.
I'm going to get out of here. But I never really saw her look at her phone or anything.
Okay.
So,
She didn't even pick up her phone at all. Just, I got a text. I know I can feel it in my pocket. It's from my friend. I have to go.
Yeah.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since that date?
Like 4 or 5, but it's only been a few days.
Oh, my gosh. She obviously doesn't want anything to do with you.
You think so?
Yes!
You think it's obvious?
You catfished her, then you tried to get her drunk, and then she lied about having an emergency. Nobody has an emergency from a friend. It just doesn't work that way.
But we talked a lot about celebrities.
What?
Oh, well, there you go. So to me, the date went well. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date, okay?
Can I just say one more thing to you guys?
Sure.
I got to say, it's an honor and a privilege to be on the air and doing this with you guys. I listen to you all the time. I'm a huge fan, and I love it. I love it.
All right. Well, now I hope you get a date. But
Yeah.
we'll do it right after
Yeah.
this. Hang on. I really don't understand why Keith isn't getting a call back from his date. Let's recap real quick.
Really?
He met her on Tinder. He actually catfished her by having a picture of some other dude as his profile. Then they met up and they hung out, and there was a lull in the conversation, so he ordered 6 drinks for the table, all at the same time, 3 for her, 3 for him. in an attempt to get her hammered, so it would lube up the conversation a little bit. And then she said she had to leave because she got a text message from her friend there was an emergency, although she never looked at her phone. So I don't get it. Sounds like a pretty successful date to me. Keith, are you ready to call Heather?
Yeah. I really like her, so I hope it's not the profile picture because I'm a good guy. I mean, it shouldn't matter what I look like.
Keith, it sounds like it's all those things combined. But one thing that I didn't ask you that I'm really curious about, what did you do with the 6 drinks that you had ordered and nobody drank? Did you finish them yourself?
I did.
Okay.
Oh.
She left. I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, it's perfectly good alcohol.
Somebody had a good night. It just wasn't her.
Yeah.
I didn't drink them all at once, but I did drink them all. I sat there for a while and talk to the people around me, the tables around me.
Okay.
Some friends?
Yeah, so there's one guy with just 6 drinks at his table, at least talking to people. All right. Well, I'm gonna call her right now, Keith. Here we go.
Hey, Jubal, when she answers, can you tell her I'm a good guy? I'm really funny, just like you?
Sure.
Just like
I'll
you.
tell her.
He's pretty much like you.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
you might
much.
as well start using Jubal's picture for your profile.
Go for it, dude. I don't care. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Heather, please?
This is Heather. Who's calling?
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm great. What is this about?
Well,
Did I win something?
no, you didn't.
Well, that sucks.
We actually do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. So somebody emailed us about you.
Okay. Who emailed about me?
It's a guy you met off of Tinder. His name is Keith.
Oh.
We had a feeling you'd have
Yeah.
that reaction.
So Keith told us actually a little bit about your date, and he's wondering why he's not getting a call back.
You really asking that question? I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
was
hard
he
to
not on the
believe.
same date that I was on?
Yeah. Yeah. He seemed to think that you guys had a great time and really connected over talking about celebrities.
He's clearly delusional or has memory loss.
Really? I mean, he told us about the date, and it sounded fabulous.
Yeah.
You know?
He was being sarcastic.
I mean, fabulous or from his point of view, but creepiest from my point of view. I don't.
Really?
Was it the 6 drinks that he ordered? I mean, if somebody ordered 6 drinks trying to get me drunk, I would say thanks. But then I would also think they were creepy.
No, I mean, the drink part, was weird, but, that wasn't even the worst part of
Really?
the date. And, yeah. So I know you guys, said, we talked about celebrities, and we did, but I cannot imagine he told you the full story of that conversation, because you guys are still, I feel like you're still on Keith's side.
All he told us is that you guys bonded over the fact that you're both really into celebrity gossip. That was the extent of that.
It sounded innocent from the way he described it.
It's not innocent. So yeah, we're into celebrity. I mean, I'm into celebrity gossip. I read all those magazines, and I love the E! News Network. But when we were speaking about it, he proceeded to pull out his cell phone and started showing me nude pictures of celebrities that he had downloaded, male and female.
Oh, nudes?
Like male and female.
Yeah.
Just any nude celebrity.
Yeah. I mean, he's I just search for them, and then when I find them, I download them. He's I have this very extensive, he had just a folder in his photos of just all naked celebrities. There had to be at least 100 photos in there.
What? Why would he show you that? Is it his spank bank type thing, or what's happening here?
I don't know. I did not ask because I was just so weirded out. I didn't want to know the extent of what he does with these photos. I mean, if he's showing them to me, God knows what he's doing with them when he's by himself.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if that's what he publicly shares, what does he have in private?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's very open about that, what don't I know?
Why?
You didn't like it. You didn't like any of them?
I wasn't really looking at them. He popped one up, and I was so flabbergasted that he's showing me a nude celebrity photo, and then he He's like, what? I have so many. He was like, he showed me the folder. He was like scrolling through. I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, am I being punked? Like, is somebody filming this? Like, this can't be happening. Like, this is not something you talk about on a first date.
What did you say?
I'm not prude, but at the same time, like, I just don't think this is very appropriate to be showing nudes. Like, we're out in public, and it's close quarters too. So I'm sure somebody at a table around us also saw that he had nude photos on his phone. He's showing me. I'm telling you, I don't want to see this, and I'm trying not to be rude, almost trying to change the subject of the conversation.
I got to say something, Heather.
Hey, Heather, that's Keith. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Sorry.
And apparently can't wait.
Sorry.
What is going on? Like, he's listening. He's on the phone.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yep.
Yeah, Heather. I just wanted to talk to you, and you wouldn't call me back.
Because were you not on the same date? Like, I was so uncomfortable. Like,
yeah,
we
I
barely
mean, but I
even
didn't
hug goodbye.
But
like, I basically
why were you uncomfortable? We were having a good time.
What?
Why?
Kate, did you not hear anything? She said you're like a sicko, dude. Like, why are you carrying around folders with naked celebrities on them?
What else am I supposed to do with those photos?
I don't know. I mean, you could not search for them on the internet and download them.
Yeah.
That's one thing you could do or not do.
I mean, you guys have talked to celebrities all the time. I mean, you never wondered what one of them looked like naked? I bet you I can find a picture of them. Name one celebrity.
That's a different conversation for a different time, Keith. We're talking about Heather right now and her being creeped out by you.
Okay, Heather, you pick a celebrity, and I bet you can find a picture.
No, not
Why
that.
would I pick a celebrity? I'm sorry, are you listening to yourself? Like, can you hear yourself speaking? Like,
Yeah,
this is not normal. This is not a normal conversation you have with someone you're on a first date with. Like, this is...
Well, I mean, after you left, I talked to the tables around us, and they like the celebrity pictures.
Wait, this is a normal thing that you're sharing with people? This is just out in the open for you in your life?
Yeah, everybody wants to see celebrities naked.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do. Their photos always blow up whenever they're leaked online, but it's just kind of weird to be out at a bar showing random strangers that you have a bunch of naked celebs.
It's such an invasion of privacy to those people who have their phones hacked. Like, that's awful.
I have a couple of pictures of myself on there nude, and I don't care.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Like, that's just the times we're in.
Oh, that makes it better.
Yeah, Heather, were you ever wondering what Keith looked like nude?
No, I don't. I was wondering about what
I don't know. I saw your face when I was walking to you.
You need the face.
I felt like you were
done
undressing me with your eyes.
Oh, man.
No, that didn't even cross my mind. You weirdo, creepy man.
Then why are you looking at me like that?
Like what? Like I was creeped out by the fact that this man approaching me looked nothing like his photo on his Tinder profile?
What do you mean? That was me.
Oh!
Okay, are you sure? Because that photo looked more like Ryan Reynolds, and you look more like Schmeagol from The Hobbit.
Oh.
Nah. I get that I look like Ryan Reynolds all the time.
Really?
Shut up. Are you really using a Ryan Reynolds picture as your profile?
No, it's not Ryan Reynolds. It looks just like me.
But is it really Ryan Reynolds, Keith?
Like, you guys are funny. We should all hang out.
No.
We'll get a bunch of drinks and look
creeper.
at pictures of some naked celebrities.
Don't do it, guys.
Well, first, Heather.
I have all of them.
Oh, great. First, Heather, I need to ask you, though. Will you go on a second date with Keith? We will pay for it.
Oh, my gosh.
For all the money in the world, I would not go on another date with Keith.
Oh, no.
Dude, Heather, I just want to apologize. If we had known what was going on, we wouldn't have even gotten you on the phone.
Yeah.
For real, Heather? You're going to say no after I buy you all those drinks?
Yes, I am saying no. I did not ask for the drinks. You ordered them. So no.
That's just being ungrateful.
No, she
Oh, yeah,
owes
come on,
you
Heather.
nothing, Keith.
Why
She
not?
owes you absolutely nothing.
Why don't you be grateful, Heather, and give Keith another shot?
What are you guys saying? Stop it.
Brooke, come on. What are you doing? I thought you were on my side.
No, I haven't been on your side from actually the very beginning when we found out about the profile picture. You're creepy, dude.
Whatever, guys. I got a great personality. I think we should all hang out and, not worry about any of this stuff.
Yeah, well, you know
No.
what? Then you probably don't feel too bad about not getting another date with Heather.
That's cool. I thought Heather was fun, but it seems like she's not too fun.
Well-
So it's fine.
Well, Keith will find you somebody who wants to sit around and look at naked celebrities with you. Text in at 78592. Is there anybody out there at all interested in Keith?
Yeah, come on, guys. Text in. And if you want to send me some nudes, that's cool. You guys are celebrities. I'll put you in my folder.
Done. Done and done,
No
Keith.
way.
The guy on the phone for a second date today in his
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
There's that old saying, nothing says love like Giardia or a bad case of worms. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And that's why I feel good about today's second date update, because Emma is on the phone, and today she wants to call a guy named Kevin, and I guess they met at the vet.
Oh, I thought she had worms.
Well, maybe she does. I don't know. Emma, have you been checked for worms?
I do not have worms.
Okay, good.
Oh, man.
Good.
I want that out there. I don't have worms.
Congratulations, but I think that the rumor mill is already working
Yeah,
against you.
I've already posted a blog about it. I've tweeted about it.
Oh.
Emma, you got some damage control as far as that goes. But tell us a little bit about the dude you want to call today. His name's Kevin.
His name's Kevin. We met in the waiting room at the vet.
That's really cute.
It was really sweet, actually. You know, we're both there with our dogs. I have a German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
My Boxley, he's the sweetest. And he has like a little, like a little teacup poodle.
Okay.
I guess it's, just a little tiny thing.
All right,
Little
so
role reversal on those dogs for
He's
you
got a
guys.
purse dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little tiny thing.
Okay.
But it was funny because, his dog came up to Boxley and was just like sniffing around, and Boxley was just like laying there totally chill, and they were just getting along.
Yeah.
And because they were getting along and we were kind of chatting each other up and, laughing a little bit, he was like, I'm going to the dog park later. If you want to come, we should totally go.
Oh, like a play date.
Yeah, like a little dog play date.
Perfect.
And was this just for later on that day?
Yeah, he was just like, this was my plan. So I was like, yeah, sure. If everything goes well here, we can, meet you up at the dog park.
Okay, cool.
So how long were you guys at the dog park together?
We were there for like a little over a half an hour.
Okay.
While we were there was this guy. It didn't look like he had a dog there. We're pretty sure that he didn't have a dog.
That's weird.
It was so weird.
Really?
But then we noticed him like going around to all the women that were there, and he was like going and like hitting on them.
So he's just at the dog park trolling for dates.
Wow.
He's read one too many like dating blogs.
Yeah.
It was so weird. It was really uncomfortable. Like, at least if you're going to do that, like, have a dog.
Yeah. Rent one for the day if you need to. Find a dog if you're going to go to the dog park and hit on people.
Yeah.
But, I mean, wasn't it just kind of funny to watch? Why would it be so uncomfortable for you?
It was uncomfortable because you could see that the women were uncomfortable. Like,
Got it.
Okay.
he, like, was persistent. Like, if one girl, like, was like, hey, walked away, he kind of went towards them again and started, like, talking to them. Like, you could see that people did not want him near
It
them.
was like
Okay.
cringeworthy.
But your date was with Kevin, or did this guy pick you up and then you left there and met with this guy? Is that who we're actually calling today? The creepy dog park guy?
No. My date was with Kevin.
Okay.
So how did things, like, end with Kevin?
So, at the park, Kevin went up to this guy.
Oh.
So Kevin went out with him.
Evan and the weird guy hit it off. No. He confronted him and was like, hey, man, you're just kind of making everyone uncomfortable. Like, if you don't have a dog, you really shouldn't be here. It was really brave and stood his ground. And I was worried that they were going to get into a fight. Like, that's what it looked like. And I was like, oh, my God, please, not on this, like, first date. So they didn't fight, which was great. The weird guy left. And then all of a sudden, like, everyone in the dog park was clapping for him.
Oh, really?
Hey, that's
Like-
awesome.
Like, cheering him on, like, yeah, you got rid of that weird guy. It was hilarious, but awesome at the same time. It was great.
Yeah, and so great to see, like, he has a moral high ground and he'll stand up for other people, but he won't resort to violence. Like, all awesome things that you want to see in a person that you want to date.
Seriously, it was very much a turn on for me. So after the park, we went and got coffee as, like, a little celebration. And after coffee, we just had this really nice long hug.
Appropriately long or way too long?
No.
Cuddling standing?
I mean, I think appropriately long.
Okay.
You know?
Okay,
It was
good.
really sweet. It felt really comfortable. I felt like we both have this attraction, but we were like, oh, we should have another date, before anything else. So,
And you haven't heard from him since?
and I haven't heard from him since.
Is there
Weird.
anything that happened other than the weird guy that you think might have ruined your chances at a second date?
Honestly, the only thing that I can think of is when we were getting coffee, I had asked him, I was like, oh, how did you get Feifel? Like, what's that story? Like, did you adopt him? Or, some people get dogs different ways. Like, I have a friend who found her dog on the street and took it to the vet. Nobody claimed her. So then she was like, okay, if the dog's healthy, then I'll keep her.
Yeah, I got my last couple from backyards.
What?
Yeah, there's dogs roaming around backyards all over the place.
Some of
You
them are
just-
stuck.
yeah, some of them are like,
so
even you
weird.
gotta snip the security wires and stuff, but you can just take them. It's crazy.
So I was, just curious on how he got his dog. And he said it was his ex-girlfriend's and she wasn't taking care of him. I don't know if I was prying a little too much about that.
But I feel like that's a normal question for a dog owner, right?
I mean, totally. But I got that feeling he was like, okay, I don't want to talk about this.
Got it.
So, I mean, I don't know. I just know that he hasn't called me back.
All right.
Sad.
Well, we'll play a song, then come back and call him and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm realizing how much these second date updates have just made me lose faith in people.
Why?
Just all over the place, because we have Emma on the phone for a second date update right now. She wants to call a dude named Kevin. They met at the vet because they both have dogs, and then they went to a dog park and hung out and then had coffee. Nothing really out of the ordinary as far as that goes. They ended with a long hug, and now he's not calling her back. But while they were at the dog park, there was some weird dude there who didn't have a dog, who was hitting on all the chicks. And then Kevin asked the guy to leave. They got in like a quick exchange, and then the guy left, and everybody was saying that Kevin's a hero, and it was really attractive to Emma. And the only thing I can think is, I wonder if he hired that dude to go to the dog park so that he could just put on a show for Emma.
You're that jaded.
That's what I mean.
Oh my gosh.
Emma, do you think that's a possibility? Do you think maybe he hired that guy to go to the dog park and be weird?
I mean, at this point, I honestly don't know. But even so, if that is the case, if he hired this random guy, why isn't he calling me back?
That's
Yeah,
true, because you
and-
liked him.
Oh, yeah.
How could it be a scheme? They met at the vet and then went, like, what, an hour or two later to the dog park? Does he got somebody on speed dial?
Yeah, who knows?
Like,
Again, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, that's an awful lot of work. But, hey, it worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did work. Maybe now there's some people that have a new plan for how to meet women or impress women. All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure out why you're not getting a call back. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kevin?
Yeah, this is Kevin.
Kevin, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
You familiar with the show at all?
I am.
Okay.
I'm just curious why you're calling me.
Well, I'm calling you because somebody emailed us to give you a call for a second date update.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Like, seriously, somebody did this?
For
Nah,
seriously?
just
I
calling
like
you out of the blue, just making the whole thing up. All right, bye. See ya. Yeah, that was it. Best prank ever.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, got you. Burn, Kevin.
Okay. All right. I guess it's going to be one of those days. You got me.
No, I wasn't.
It's not really a joke,
I'm actually
Kevin.
calling you for a second date update.
Okay. You are. You really are. Okay.
Yes, I
I
am.
see. I think I might know what this is about.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Do you know who might want to email us to figure out why you're not calling them for another date?
I've got a feeling. But I'd rather hear you say it than me.
Let's try to say it at the same time, okay? Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Emma.
Emma.
You didn't say it at the same time, but yes.
He's bad at counting.
Her name is Emma.
Yes, Emma. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, are you purposely not calling Emma back then?
Am I purposely?
Yeah, like you're avoiding her. I was hoping that it was just because you've been too busy or something.
I had a nice time with her, but I went kind of like digging on her social media, and what I found was like
a huge turnoff to me, if I'm being honest. It's a big, big turnoff.
Her social media was a turnoff. Is it too many selfies or something like that?
No, it wasn't anything like that. It wasn't like inappropriate pictures or anything like that. Her grammar is atrocious.
Did you say her grammar, like her writing?
Yes, her writing. Yes, her writing is atrocious. It's a travesty.
Okay, so you don't want to go out with her again because her grammar is bad.
Oh, big time. Like, she uses double negatives. Like, that annoys that annoys me. I almost cursed it. That annoys me a lot.
But she wasn't that wasn't something she used in her normal speak. So it wasn't an issue when you guys were hanging out.
Well, we only spent like a little bit of time together, so I don't know. Things seem fine there, but go to her social media, it's insane. Like, she doesn't know the difference between your and you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't know the difference at all.
Yeah, but what? Okay, hold on. To her defense, a lot of people use social media to just quickly throw out thoughts. And what if it's something where it's auto-correcting on her phone?
I mean, that can happen, but does it happen more than once and multiple posts a day? I was like, oh, come on. And also, there's like a Google search. You can Google proper grammar if you don't know it. It's already getting me like annoyed.
And you're not open to like maybe trying to coach her through her grammar?
Oh, like that's going to go over real well.
Yeah. Hey, I noticed your social media makes you look really stupid. Can I teach you a few things about words?
Or like how to write.
Yeah.
I have something to say about this.
I'm sure you do, Emma. Hey, Kevin, Emma's on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh, I forgot you guys do it this way.
Yeah, that is how we do it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? My grammar is terrible. That's why you haven't called me back. That's the reason. That's the big thing that you can't even a double negative on my social media has turned you off that much.
I mean, I'm being honest. Would you rather me lie to you?
I'd rather you tell me instead of just not talk to me while I call you and try to set up another date. Just end it if that's what you want. But a double negative, your instead of your, I know the difference.
Are you sure you know the difference?
Oh, that was just rude.
Wow.
Yes, I know the difference. Your,
like you end
Y-O-U, apostrophe R-E means you are,
Okay.
like you are being a That's what that means.
I think that was appropriate.
That's how you
That was
use
the
it.
right grammar.
You're a bigger grammar offender than you even know.
Whoa.
Like, you don't end a sentence with a proposition, okay?
What?
Like, nobody does that, Emma. Nobody does that, you know?
For such a grammar guy, is it a proposition or a preposition you're not supposed to end a sentence with there, Kevin?
Okay, all right, dude. Slow down. I made a mistake. I meant to say preposition, not
Oh,
proposition.
okay. All right, just checking in on that one.
I feel like that was fair.
Yeah, but maybe we shouldn't give you the benefit of the doubt since you're not giving me the benefit of the doubt that I just like to do quick posts and I'll end a sentence however I want.
Oh.
But it's social media. It's not like I'm writing this thesis about I don't even know what. I just don't understand why it bothers you so much.
What bothers me is you use a punctuation within parentheses. That's what, if we're really getting into it. So, you know.
We're really digging deep on this
Oh
one.
my God.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Wow.
So-
I mean, you're
wanna do
just digging here. There's got to be another reason. There's got to be something else that you're just not saying that you're not calling me. There's no way that a punctuation in parentheses bothers you that much.
I think everybody in the world knows, except you. You put parentheses outside of punctuation, okay?
Parentheses outside of punctuations?
I didn't get that one either, Jubal.
I misspoke, okay?
All right.
I meant punctuations outside parentheses. That's what I meant. That's what
Oh
I
my
meant.
God.
For someone who's so upset about my punctuation, you're doing an awful lot of misspeaking about it.
She can't type and you can't talk.
Emma, does this make you want to maybe go back in and edit some of your posts, though, so that they look proper?
No, that. You and I had a really good connection. Our dogs even connected. Our dogs got along so well. I feel like we had a really good date, and for you to not call me back because of the grammar on my social media, it is not only ridiculous, it is pretentious.
Oh.
Wow, those are a couple of big words that you use there. I'm pretty impressed.
Well, does that mean
That
maybe you
was
want to go out with
rude.
Emma again? Kevin, would you like to go on a second date with Emma? We'll pay for it.
I mean, why would I want to after I basically felt like I was insulted to my face. So.
You
And
were
also, who cares if our dogs got along? There's bigger things in the world than whether or not two dogs get along.
Yeah, there's those whole punctuation in parentheses thing, you know?
Exactly. And I don't want to go on a second date with someone who's going to be so nitpicky about a social media post. Is not the kind of person that I want to be around.
Yeah, you're
Nitpicky, a big word again. Good.
Oh, God. Can you guys just, hang up on him? Because he is an idiot.
You would be doing me a favor if you did that.
okay. Well,
Okay.
that's ended
See you,
well.
Kevin.
Yep.
There you go, Emma. I hung up on him.
Oh, thank you.
Does that feel better?
It feels really good. I don't even want to post on social media or write anything on social media anymore because it's just going to make me think of this Jack.
Well, I think maybe Kevin helped you in a good way, okay? Because that whole parentheses, punctuation thing, I'm super glad we got that cleared up, Emma.
I mean, to be honest, I forgot about that rule, but...
You're admitting it. Oh, my God.
All right, Emma, well, better luck next time on getting a
Thank you.
second date. Hope you don't not get one later on in the future.
That's a double negative.
That was
and
really
if you know
good
what second
grammar.
date's about. All right.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, I have to agree with Evan on this one. Social media talking leads to texting, and it's hard to have a conversation with somebody who doesn't use proper punctuation.
Yeah.
We're talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Emma met this dude named Kevin. They met at the vet. They both had their dogs there for an appointment, and they went to the dog park later that day. They bonded really well and had a good time, but when she wanted to get another date with Kevin, but he wasn't calling back. And when we got Kevin on the phone, we found out that he did some research on Emma after the dog park, and he went through her social media and was appalled at more than a half dozen grammar mistakes. Your versus your. Punctuation inside of parentheses really made him angry.
I mean, come on.
Why?
Apparently, it's a big pet peeve of his, and he was mad about it. They argued. She called him names, and there's no second date on that
I feel like I don't know. I could see how it would be a turnoff, right?
Totally, yeah.
But I would still pursue a second date to see if that's truly who the person
yeah.
is, right?
My thoughts exactly. It's
Like
not a deal breaker.
no,
If
it's
someone
not a
has
deal
horrible
breaker.
grammar and it bothers you, sure, but yeah, maybe go out with them again and see if they're like that all the time.
Yeah.
Or if it's just a few mistakes on social media.
Or maybe they just had bad English teachers their whole life and need some help. I mean, honestly, there's some really bad English teachers out
maybe
there.
if it's not a second date, maybe you just sit down and go, hey, here's the number for Sylvan Learning Centers. Maybe you should go learn a little bit of punctuation and then get back at me, and maybe we can go out. But yeah, they decided to not go out again, and a lot of people are calling him a douchebag, but some people are in agreement. Text in 78592. Is poor punctuation and bad grammar that big of a deal for you that you wouldn't go out with somebody again? And remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show. You can go to brookandjubalradio.com. Our email addresses are right there. Email us, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
There are a lot of dating websites out there. Match, Plenty of Fish, singlebeagles.com.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a dating website for beagles.
Okay.
But nobody can beat good old-fashioned Mom setting you up on a date.
Oh, Mom is the
my
original.
God.
Mom is the original dating website. Why is there a website where mothers can match their kids up? There should be mommatch.com
I
or
think you
something
just
like that.
stumbled upon $1 million idea.
don't
Okay.
say it,
Everybody
man.
forget I said that.
Yeah, except nobody wants to sign up for that except for moms.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Eugene is on the phone right now, and apparently he got set up on a date by his mom. What's up, Eugene?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh my
Not
gosh.
much.
Does your mom actually have good taste for you?
Yeah, she's great. She sets me up all the time.
What? I've never heard of the good taste part.
And how is your mom meeting so many women your age?
She works in a big office. You know, she looks out for me.
Okay.
So anytime they hire somebody who's around your age, she just walks up to them and puts them through the ringer to see if they're material to date her son, huh?
Yeah, basically, and she's way more successful at getting me dates than I am.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
That's a good or a bad thing?
yeah,
Well-
you got a pimp for a mom. Good for you.
Tell us about the girl she set you up with this time. What's her name?
Her name was Diana.
It was Diana.
Yeah, it is. I
Oh,
mean, she's, well, I'll
She's
get to
still
it.
with us.
All right. Her
She's
name's
still alive, I hope.
Her name is Diana, and what'd you do with Diana?
Well, she said we'd meet at my place before the date, and we never left. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh my gosh. Wait, hold up. Is that what your mom is hoping for you as well? Is she wanting you to score like that?
My mom just wants grandchildren. She doesn't care how it happens.
Okay.
It's like, even if it's a mistake from
that
a drunken night of hanging out at your house, it's fine.
Dude, there are so many times my mother said to me, now, if you did accidentally get pregnant, that would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm here to take care of him.
Yeah, she's the only one who doesn't want him to be safe, right?
So you guys ended up just staying at your place. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I must have been really on my game that night.
Okay, well, tell us about it. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, she was really cool because she didn't look like a lot of those girls you see on the internet.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I see a lot of different kinds of girls on the internet. Yeah.
What do internet girls look like?
I mean, Diana's boobs were just a little smaller, but she's still super cute,
Wait, are you watching like a ton of adult videos on the internet? What?
Did that come out wrong?
No, I just mean in general, the girls on the internet.
Okay.
That is so creepy.
So she looked a little different than the other girls that you see all the time on the internet.
And her only descriptor is the size of her boobs so far.
Well, we know what kind of stuff you're looking at on the internet. That's all. What else did you like about her?
She was just easy to talk to, and the weather was bad that night, so we kind of stayed in and did a lot of fun stuff together.
Like what?
We looked at some old photo albums, then we ordered Chinese food, played some Yahtzee. It was fun.
Did she think it was fun? Because if she's flipping through your baby books, chances are pretty good she was not having a great time with that.
She seemed to be laughing. I don't know. She seemed pretty good. I mean, it seemed like things were going pretty well because then after a little while, I made my move. I waited till she went to the bathroom, and then I put something risque on the TV.
I don't want to know.
That's your move?
And that worked?
What?
What? Yeah.
No.
So she came out of the bathroom and there's a porn playing in your living room?
No, not a porn. Come on.
Oh, good.
No.
Okay. What did you put on the TV that's risque to try to get her in the mood?
Game of Thrones, there's always nudity in that.
That is true. There's a lot of nudity and a lot of weird sex stuff.
Action.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it still.
Oh, you have to watch. Oh, my God. Oh, it's so good. Oh, you got to. Have you not watched? Take off of work tomorrow and watch it. It's amazing.
Oh, my gosh. You sound like you like it a lot.
Well, did it work? Did it get her in the mood?
By the time the first episode ended, it was super late, and she had to leave. At the end, I'm looking forward to binge watching the show with you and binge doing you. So maybe that was a little forward.
Did you really say that?
I'm going to binge you.
Did you really say that?
I meant it as a joke,
Yeah.
We had banter. I was joking, but
Right.
maybe she overthought it.
Well, did she laugh at that joke?
She laughed, but it was like a kind of nervous laugh.
Okay, that sounds like more of like a shocking thing. Like, whoa, did he just say that?
Okay, then.
I from your description, if I was that girl on the date, I would think you were creepy.
Yeah, you were just trying to...
What? Creepy? Why?
I'm going to binge do you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all you need to know. That's,
Without ever kissing
yeah, without even kissing her. That might have been a bad move, man.
And still, the only way you've described this woman is by her boobs. Like, I know nothing about her other than her boob size.
She smells nice.
Okay.
Again,
So she's
that's
got,
kind of creepy, Eugene.
Boobs are on the smaller side. She smells nice, and apparently she doesn't know how to take a joke about being binge done.
I mean, you guys don't understand. You just had to beat her. It was super funny in the moment. Trust me.
Wow.
All right, man. Well,
Wonder what could have gone wrong.
we will play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you missed the first part of today's second date update, then you haven't met Eugene yet. And Eugene can be summed up in 3 words. He's got game. That's pretty much how you could sum up Eugene, because he told us about his first date with a girl named Diana. They actually just hung out at his house, played a little Yahtzee. It's always the best foreplay. Then he put something on the TV to try to get her in the mood, a little Game of Thrones. Nothing gets people hotter than a little brother and sister action.
Oh my my God, is that what happened on games?
There's some of that in there, yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, everybody's kind of sleeping with everybody in it. It's a pretty crazy thing, but, people get excited over that. And then he ended the date by saying we should binge watch the rest of this together. Oh, and I can binge do you. So, yeah, no idea why Eugene isn't getting a call back from Diana, but we're about to find out.
I know you think your binge do you joke is really funny, and I think it could have been, but it's all about timing, right? Like, you hadn't even kissed her yet.
Well, yeah, that's why it's a funnier joke.
Okay.
If you're not sexually attracted to you, then it's not funny, probably.
Well, we'll find out, Eugene. We'll get her on the phone and see if she thought the joke was funny, and then see if she'll go out with you again, okay?
Play on.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Diana, please?
This is Diana. Who's it?
Hey, what's up, Diana? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke Jubal in the morning.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, Diana.
You actually familiar with the show?
Yeah, I love you guys.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thanks.
A lot of times
awesome.
we call for second date updates and people have no idea who we are, so that's refreshing.
Oh, wait. So you're calling about second date update?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
we are.
Okay. Who is it? Is it about Dylan?
Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan. I went out with him a couple days ago. Was he asking about me?
Not asking us about you, because no, it's not about Dylan.
Oh, God.
Anybody else you can think of who might want to do a second date update with you?
Is it Eugene?
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
It's Eugene.
That wasn't as excited as you were about Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eugene's calling about me, okay?
Yep. Eugene told us all about your date, and he said he really liked you, but now you're not getting back to him. So is there a specific reason?
Well, I mean, so he did tell you what happened? Like he told you what he did and everything?
Yeah, I'll tell you what he told us. He said that you came over there. I guess the weather wasn't that great, so you guys decided to just hang out at his house, played some Yahtzee, watched some Game of Thrones.
Oh, flip through photo albums. Can't forget that highlight
photo
from the
albums.
date.
And then I guess at the end of your date, he made a joke that he told us, and we told him didn't sound like it was that funny, but he said you should come back and binge watch Game of Thrones, and also he's going to binge do you.
Wow, I'm honestly really surprised that he just told you all that. So embarrassing.
Pretty honest guy, I guess.
You're surprised because he should be embarrassed, right?
I mean, yeah, he should be embarrassed, but apparently he's not.
He thought it was a funny joke. Did you not think it was funny?
No.
Yeah.
Did you guys think it was funny?
I will say, I think that he meant it in a lighthearted way, but I also told him he was creepy for it.
Yeah, that's not the only reason why it was creepy.
Oh,
there's more creep. There's more creep to Eugene.
Oh, yeah. I
Thought we'd heard it all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all he told us. So
Could you-
what is he missing?
Well, did he tell you what happened during Yahtzee?
No.
Did he try to get you to play strip Yahtzee or something?
Yeah, no. Thank God.
Okay.
So in the middle of Yahtzee, we were playing a good old round of Yahtzee, and then he was like, hold on, and he takes out a camera and goes over to the window and starts videotaping the neighbor's yard across the street.
What?
Okay.
Why? What did he explain?
I mean, I wanted to ask, but I decided I didn't even want to know.
Oh.
Honestly, this was just a favor to his mom. I work with her. I'm sure he told you that.
Yeah. He said that his mom set you guys up.
Yeah, and I like her, and we work together. We see each other every day. But once I got there, I was like, wow, this guy's a little unstable, and I felt weird being there. And I was just sort of trying to plan how I was going to get out of there.
Okay, but let's get back to the video camera thing. What was he? So he videotapes his neighbor's yard?
I mean, I don't even know. I didn't even ask. That's all I know is that he was videotaping his neighbors.
Weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
But after that, you stayed for a full episode of Game of Thrones?
I don't know. I just kind of figured I would wait out the episode and get out after that.
All right, well, Diana, if you've listened to these second date updates before, then you should know that Eugene is on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, you guys, I totally forgot you do that. Oh, no.
Yep. Eugene.
Hey.
No, there's Eugene.
Yeah.
Hi.
Eugene, why are you videotaping your neighbors?
Oh, it's not what you think. It's a total misunderstanding.
Eugene, it sounds creepy, like all the other creepy things you did.
No. Here's what I was doing. I'm close friends with the neighbors, and a little while back, I realized my neighbors, they don't take enough videos of their kids. So I'm putting together a video collage of their kids for their upcoming anniversary.
What?
Oh my!
No.
Dude,
You're
Eugene,
watching
that is...
Yeah. Whenever I see the kids playing in the yard, I take out the camera, record it. I'm going to put a soundtrack to it. The neighbors know. They're cool about it. The neighbors know. It's total misunderstanding. It's unfortunate it happened during the date, but that's all it was.
Well, hold up.
It's not a big deal.
You actually had a conversation with your neighbors about this.
Yeah.
So they know that you're videotaping their kids through your window.
Yeah, they think it's a great idea. They're not the best at technology, and I'm really good at computers, so they're happy to have me capture some moments.
Some
Through
moments where
your-
it looks like somebody spied on their children, like there's no audio, they're kind of far away. Like, I don't know that I believe you, Eugene.
No, we're putting music to it. It's going to be good.
I know, dude. You just said that on the radio. Like, you hear yourself? This is like a perfect example of the creepy level that you live at.
What? I'm doing a nice thing for my neighbors.
No, that's not how you do it. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Rob and Sandy, they love it.
Dude, it was the middle of the night and it was raining. Like, that's a terrible time to get video, first of all, and also so creepy. They have kids going from car to house in the middle of the night.
Wait, were the kids in the yard in the dark in the rain? I'm confused now.
Yeah, they were playing in puddles.
No.
I have night vision on my camera. The kids were playing in the
You're
puddles.
videotaping kids with night vision goggles, Eugene?
Yeah, friendship never sleeps. I think you guys are misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
Eugene-
other things never sleep. Eugene,
Are you
you
on a
are
list?
literally have proof that the neighbors are cool with this.
Yeah, I talked to them.
I feel like we need to call the neighbors. Like, I feel like on this one we need to
Yeah, I
step
think we
in.
feel like we need to call a lot of people.
Yeah.
Go ahead, call them. Sandy loves me.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, okay, the video camera aside, let's just bring it back to the date. It just wasn't working for me, like on every level, every step of the way.
So, you don't want to continue Game of Thrones?
I think that might be what she's saying, Eugene, but
Oh, Eugene.
I guess we can check for sure. Diana, would you like to go out with Eugene on a second date? We will pay for
I
it.
would not. I would not.
Okay, you started answering that before I even asked Diane.
Rude.
Listen, Eugene, like, you obviously have this, like, nerdy side to you, which is awesome for somebody. And, like, if you could just bring it down a notch and maybe, like, ask your date if they would like to play Yahtzee or if they would like to watch Game of Thrones, maybe you could hit it off with another fellow nerd and you'd really have a good time. But I am not that person.
Yeah, okay.
I think that you're just going to have to chalk this one up as a loss, man.
Yeah, loss for her.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
You hear that, Diana? You lost.
This is one that I'm totally fine to lose.
Yeah.
All good.
Hey, can you ask her if I can still just touch her boob?
What?
What? No, Eugene.
So weird.
All right, we're done with the second date update now,
Oh my
Eugene.
God.
I am sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Everybody texting at 78592 right now is all saying the same thing. Somebody tell those neighbors. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Have an update on that, so just give me a second. If you missed today's second date update, Eugene called in. He was actually set up on a date by his mom with one of her coworkers, and he invited that girl over to his house, and he was proud to say that they stayed there most of the night doing a lot of fun things, Yahtzee, watched some Game of Thrones. What he didn't tell us, and what we found out later from the girl he went out with, named Diana, is that he stopped at one point to videotape the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And he told us the reason why was because he's putting together a video collage of their children as an anniversary present. And he heard the kids out in the yard, so he stopped so he could videotape them.
And it was nighttime.
Yeah.
Creepy.
And he told us that he had their permission. We obviously were very skeptical.
Yes.
So we got in touch with the neighbors.
Oh, good.
And apparently it's true. He does have their permission.
Oh, good.
So I guess it's still
creepy,
weird. It's
yeah.
still weird. But apparently they know and they're cool with it and they know Eugene. So
Do the kids know? I feel like we
Yeah,
should
that's
just call the
true.
kids.
Yeah, we
next.
should just
Like,
call
let's
them.
call the kids.
then they're probably like, yeah, this is great. It's all cool.
It doesn't matter who we tell. It's
I
going to be
mean-
creepy.
Yeah, no
I
matter what,
guess
it's creepy.
Things are neighborly there.
But I guess it's all good. Ish.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5's
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know what's better than a ladies' night out? A trivia night. That's right. Getting wild, playing some trivia at the bar gives you a chance to show off your brain and your boobs. And that's where Nick met the girl that he wants to call today in a second date update. He was at the bar for trivia night showing off his boobs. Right, Nick?
Yes, sir.
That actually makes more sense than a woman doing it. So thank you, Nick.
Can you answer that in the form of a question, please?
What is yes?
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. So your email said that you met the girl you want to call today at a trivia night. What's her name?
Her name's Lisa.
Lisa. All right. And how exactly did you strike up a conversation with Lisa?
I just ended up kind of just sitting next to her, and she happened to be friends with some people that I was friends with, and I just felt all like the bubbles inside, you know? Like I knew right away. I was like, oh.
Bubbles. I've never heard it described as bubbles before, Nick.
It's usually butterflies, Nick.
Yeah, like, you know, like when there's just like that really hot chick and you're kind of nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that you're going to hate yourself if you don't say anything or try.
Yeah,
Right.
no, we get it.
Okay, so you're...
kind of like that situation I was in, and I either had to break the ice or it was, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so how did you break the ice? You were sitting next to the hot chick, you're feeling all the bubbles. And could you tell that she thought you were cute too, or...
Yeah, totally, because we kept giving like that eye, like, you know, looking, but like not really like making contact yet, you know?
Yeah.
We didn't talk very much until the game started. And then the topic of history came up, and then she killed it.
Oh.
Okay. I will always support a
Ooh,
man who is
sexy.
attracted to a smart woman.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, cute and smart, like double whammy.
Yeah.
So you got double whammied
There go those bubbles.
by the girl at trivia night.
Yeah, I got double whammy.
Did you guys talk a lot during the trivia, or did you kind of wait till after the game was over to make your move?
Yeah, like once we started playing trivia, you know, and drinking, we were just laughing like we had been old friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Were your other friends noticing that you guys were getting along so well?
Yeah, totally. One of my buddies was like, dude, you guys need to get a room.
Get
And I was like, what?
And right there is when you hopped on Expedia and found a hotel room down the street and invited her. Yes? No? That didn't happen?
No, we ended up going back to my place.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
We stayed for a couple more. After everyone left, we had stayed and got a couple more drinks and ended up making out. And
Dude.
I was joking. Nice job, Nick.
Yeah.
I thought for sure Nick was reading it wrong the whole time, and eventually we'd be like, well, Nick, she probably wasn't interested.
Yeah,
But you were spot on, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
she didn't stay the night or anything. We just made out.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
You know, I think we just both kind of didn't want to go too fast. And, you know, it's just one of those things that, like, sometimes that could ruin it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, if you don't get a call back for a second date, then, I mean, that's kind of a harsh one too, you know?
Yeah. Why do you think she's not calling you back? I mean, sounds like you had fun. You ended up making out.
Yeah, we were going at it hard and everything was cool, but I don't know. Maybe it was too fast.
Did you guys have any awkward moments at your house?
The only thing I can think of is that we were making out and she kind of paused and was like, I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Why was that weird?
That part wasn't the weird part. What was weird is that she had sat down further from me when she had came back from the bathroom.
Like she didn't want to be next to you?
Right. She had came back from the bathroom and then the vibe was all thrown off and she had sat further away from me.
Whoa.
Did you try to kiss her again after that?
Of course, I was trying to make out with her.
So did you guys make out more or not? Or was that it? Did she go to the bathroom and then she was just done with you?
I mean, she sat a little closer and then I went in again for a kiss and it was just like a peck.
Oh, weird.
Wow, I wonder what happened
in the
bathroom. And she's like, "Oh, don't touch me.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what I just did."
That is.
Maybe that was it.
I'm thinking the complete opposite. Like he's either a bad kisser or smells horrible or something.
There's no way I smell horrible. I smell great. And why would she even have kissed me to begin with?
Yeah. How long were you making out before she went to the bathroom?
I mean, we were going at it like, it was sparks were flying.
So I think if you were a bad kisser or you smelled funny, she would have not made out with you for very long.
I don't even think she would have came over to my house.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, guys.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Nick is on the phone with us. And you might know Nick by his other name, Nick the Trivia Night Gigolo.
Oh.
That's right.
Well, hello, Nick.
Bouncing around from trivia night to trivia night all over the city, preying on the lustful eyes of the ladies. That's what Nick does.
No.
Yeah, come on, Nick.
Trivia player.
This isn't your first rodeo, is it? You've been hitting up trivia nights 7 days a week, just scoring left and right with the ladies. We know how you do it.
No, it's not even like that.
Yeah, gigolos always deny it, don't they?
Nick met a girl named Lisa at a trivia night. They ended up making out back at his place. And then in the middle of it, she stopped to go to the bathroom, dropped a deuce, and then came back.
She did not. You don't know that.
I'm
don't
just
put that
speculating.
on her,
I'm
okay? We haven't
speculating.
even talked to her yet.
And then she came back, and she was very awkward, according to Nick. And then she left, and she has not called him back since. So we're about to get her on the phone and find out why. There's nothing else that you can think of, Nick? No reasons why she wouldn't want to be calling you back?
Dude, no, I have no idea why. I'm super confused about it.
And there hasn't been any rumors circulating amongst your friends since you guys met?
I asked my friends, but they just don't even give me anything. They're just like, whatever. I don't know.
Okay, so nobody knows. All right, well, I'll dial their phone number right now and see if we can find out why, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Lisa there?
This is her.
Hey, Lisa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
No, yeah, I know the show. I just don't know why you would be calling me.
Oh, nice. How often do you listen to the show?
Once in a while, I do.
Okay, have you ever heard of a second date update before?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, well, that's why I'm calling you today.
What?
Yeah. You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and now you're not calling him back, so he asked us to get you on the phone and find out why.
Who is it?
His name is Nick.
Oh, Nick from the trivia night?
Yeah, that Nick. Is there another Nick that you think might want to call you on the radio?
No, and no. I just
So yes, Nick from the trivia night emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone to find out why you're not calling him back. Did you like Nick?
yeah, he was great.
You sound that with not much heart in when you said that. It didn't sound very believable.
It's just I've never really been in that situation before, so it's just all a little bit.
What
crazy.
situation? Like a trivia night?
No. No, I liked Nick, but we just like can never date.
Why?
I don't think it's like possible.
Are you not attracted to him or something?
No, I am definitely attracted to him.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
wait,
liked
you-
him and you're attracted to him, but you
Yeah.
guys could never date.
That makes sense.
So I'll just explain it. I was at the trivia night, and I don't know, I was feeling kind of weird, like I had a bit of a scratchy throat.
Uh-huh.
And I was kind of worried maybe I was getting sick or something, but then it went away. And so, we just kept hanging out, and we went back to his place, and it was we were having a good time. And then I started to not feel that good again. And then I had like a runny nose while we were kissing, and I got really sort of like worried or embarrassed. So I went to the bathroom to see like the runny nose thing. I just was hoping he wouldn't notice. And when I was in the bathroom, I looked in the mirror. I realized I had a rash.
Like
yeah,
like on your face, you had a rash?
Like on my neck a little bit.
Oh.
And yeah.
What does this have to do with him, though?
Yeah.
Well, so that's the whole thing. So while I was in the bathroom, the rash sort of like calmed down. I blew my nose. I went back out, and I started to feel a little bit better. But then as he got closer to me, I started to feel like the rash started coming back, and I started to get, runny nose again. So I excused myself and I went home and I looked it all up on Google and everything, and I think I know it sounds crazy, but I think I'm like allergic to him.
What?
No, that's impossible.
You think you're allergic to Nick?
Yeah, like I seriously do, because he doesn't have like dogs or cats or anything, and I was fine until I was hanging out with him. Like, it started at the trivia night when I started talking to him, and that's when I started having a scratchy throat. And then, like, the closer I got to him, the more allergic of a reaction I had. And I looked at it online. It's like, it's rare, but it's not a thing. Like,
Wait.
people can get allergic to people.
Are you sure you just weren't like nervous and that was how your body was dealing with lots of nerves because you liked them?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've liked other people and not broken out in a rash and sniffles before.
Well, don't you think maybe there's something that he's wearing maybe that you're allergic to, like a cologne or
No,
something?
because I actually asked him that, like, what type of deodorant he used, and he said he didn't use any deodorant.
Ew.
And, like, yeah. Well, I don't know. I kind of like that about him. I was like, oh, cool, he's all natural. But then, like, nothing. Like, I don't know what it could be. I think, honestly, like, I think it's, like, the way people can be allergic to some dogs and not all dogs. Like, I'm allergic to some people and not all people.
So you're allergic to Nick.
I think I'm allergic to him, yeah. Which is a bummer, because I really liked him.
Oh, my God.
Are you sure you shouldn't get this like actually looked at by a doctor before you start self-prescribing off of WebMD?
Other people, like, there was a whole forum about it. Other people have gone through it, so I felt like, oh, this is what it is, you know, and I seem to match up with other people.
Interesting.
Wow.
Well, Lisa, I'd hate to give you another allergy attack, but I do have to let you know that Nick is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Lisa, are you serious? You're making that up. There's no way.
I wish I was. Like, I so wish I was making it up. I wish it was anything else, because I really liked you, but I definitely think I'm allergic to you.
People can't be allergic to other people.
No, they really can be. It's just like I was saying before, like you heard it, like the way like I can be allergic to some dogs but not all dogs, you know? It's like
I don't know. You're reading stuff on the internet. You should like go get checked out and stuff before, jumping the gun like that.
Well, all I know is that when I was around you, I was sniffling and had rashes and a sore throat, and the minute I left your apartment, I was fine.
So maybe it was something in my apartment. How do you know it was me? It wasn't like you were breaking out when we were making out at the bar.
No, but I was. That was the whole thing. Like, I got to the bar, I felt fine, I met you, and then I started having, like, a really scratchy throat. And then it sort of went away, and then it kept coming back, and then by the time we were full on making out, my nose was running. It's like, it's not your fault at all. It's nothing you did. I think it's, like, your pheromones or something. They just, like, they don't match with mine. And I'm super sorry. I'm, like, really bummed out. I liked you so much.
Dude, this is unbelievable. I can't even believe this.
I can't either.
No, me neither.
Lisa, are you making this up? Did you like know the whole time he was on the phone or something and you're just trying to spare his feelings? Be honest.
No, God, no. It's a real thing. I looked it up on the internet. It's like hypohomoallergicness. So it's like allergic to another Homo sapien, like a human.
Have you ever been allergic to anybody else, Lisa, or just is this the first time?
No, that's what's so crazy. It must be like adult onset.
Adult, I agree. It is crazy. It's very crazy that you would have this reaction to Nick.
No way.
So could you like take a Claritin before you hang out with him or something?
I don't think that's an option. I don't want to take the chance. Like, what if it gets worse, Like, what if it's like peanuts or something and people die?
Yeah.
I don't want to take the chance.
You don't want to mess with those allergies. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Would you at least like to give it one more shot to test your allergy to make sure that you're allergic to Nick before saying no and go out on another date with him? We will pay for it.
No, I'm pretty confident with my diagnosis, so thank you, though.
All right.
And you're great. I think you're gonna find someone awesome who's not allergic to you.
Dang, man. All the reasons that I've been blown off by a girl, this is definitely the worst.
I'm really sorry. I think you're great.
Seriously? Don't you think maybe you could build up a tolerance, like, over time with me?
I don't want to risk it. Like
Yeah.
I said, I mean, it's my health. You know?
It's her
Well,
health.
Nick, I'm sorry. Not a success for you today. You did not get a second date. And Lisa, thank you for being on the phone with us. I appreciate you telling us what happened.
Yeah, sure, no problem. If I can
And-
bring awareness, you know.
If you can bring awareness. Good, yeah, we got to get you a wristband so you can wear it so you can talk about the cause.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, well, I'm allergic to BS, and that was totally BS. Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Nick wanted to call Lisa. They met at a trivia night, and they ended up making out back at his place. And in the middle of it, she stopped and went to go to the bathroom, and then when she came back, she was acting very strange, and then she left shortly after that. Well, we called her, and she told us that while she was kissing Nick, she began to break out, got a runny nose, and started getting a rash, and it happened every single time she got close to him. So she went home and looked it up online, and she actually thinks she's allergic to Nick.
Wow.
She says that some people are just allergic to other people, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I didn't know that.
Someone said, pretty sure she was lying but being allergic to a person is a real thing.
Is
Like,
it?
she was lying, but it could be
But
a
also,
possibility.
maybe.
I
Other
don't
people are
know.
saying maybe it was laundry detergent or food or something.
Yeah, or the whiskey on his breath.
Yeah, and she said that she did not want to risk another allergic reaction. She felt bad, but still no second date.
She's like, I won't even hook up with him. I just don't want to die.
Yeah, no. I don't have to take Claritin every time I kiss this dude. So they aren't going out again. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person that you might be allergic to. Text in at 78592, by the way. Have you found out that you're allergic to other people?
I've never had an allergic reaction off of somebody else.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
but I
like a
bet
lot of people, but is that an allergy? Is not liking
No,
something an allergy?
that doesn't count.
Or
Jubal.
just
call it
That's
that
just
now,
a.
though.
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
That's just an attitude.
I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to people. That sounds a lot better than I just don't like talking.
You're like, I wish I
You
could.
know, that-
I would love to talk.
That's
Yeah.
kind of the mindset a lot of people use when they're trying to diet. Like, oh, I just can't eat cheese
Yeah.
because I'm allergic to it. If I tell myself that, then I won't eat it anymore.
I just can't have small talk. I'm allergic to it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So sorry.
Good one.